Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Transformers Studio Series 86 Core Class Exo-Suit Spike Witwicky. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even awesomer. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. To get things rolling, as we normally do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's take a look at the packaging. And first of all, I want to say my packaging got bent. I ordered this from Amazon, and it was less than retail, about $8. So, but it wasn't in a box, it was just in a bag and shoved into my mailbox. So that's not all on you, Amazon, but you know, since I don't keep the packaging anyway, it's not that big a deal. I just thought that I would point it out for those of you who do like to keep stuff in the packaging. But anyway, there's nice artwork of Spikey. Takara Tomy Generation Studio Series. The Transformers, the movie. Then on the front, Transformers. The Transformers, the movie. 8 and Up. Exo-Suit Spike Witwicky Studio Series. And plastic-free packaging. Anyway, you can see Spike up in there a little bit. On this side, Studio Series Core Class, Autobot symbol, and some Spike artwork. And some more Spike artwork on this side. Authentic. Look at the bottom. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On the back, let's move that up just a little bit. 11 steps to transform. That seems like a lot. Transformers the movie. And includes figure, 2 accessories, and instructions. Warning! Attention! Achtung! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Some more small print, some more fine print, some more made in Vietnam print. That thing and the Hasbro print. And that, my friends, completes a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and accessories in alt mode, and handy dandy tweezers here. And let's first take a look at the 2 blast effects. They're both exactly the same. However, they are different from blast effects that we've received in the War for Cybertron line. Then we have the handy dandy instructions. Studio Series, The Transformers, the movie, Exo-Suit Spike Witwicky. And here we go with nice illustrations and fairly simple to follow. I still prefer the brighter colors of Kingdom and Buzzworthy Bumblebee for the instructions, though that's just me. As far as the blast effects go, there's these little posts right here. And they just go right on those posts for turbo boost. So let's talk about the alt mode itself, which I've always thought... There I go bumping the camera because that's what I do. I've always thought that this alt mode was a bit silly and quite anatomically uncomfortable, at least. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not something I really care for, this alt mode, but at least it does transform, unlike a Diarrhea Daniel that came with Slag, 86 Slag. So this is actually a figure where that's just a piece of shit. But yeah, it's a rather silly alt mode. I mean, yeah, sure, the humans need an advantage, so give them a robot suit to fight in, but yeah, this is a little bit too much. It's in Transformer, so it has to transform. And, you know, there's the nice little head in there. And, you know, we'll get more into this as we look at the robot mode. But there it is. A look at the alt mode, such as it is. Let's do some alt mode comparisons. And with me, as always, for a Transformer review, here is the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. And here we have the Amazon exclusive Earthrise Leader class Alternate Universe or Dead Optimus Prime. And they scale together okay. I guess I probably should have pulled out Rodimus Prime, but I didn't feel like transforming him, so I didn't. That, my friends, completes a look at comparisons. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program, where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And let's start with right here at these are the knees. This is what I say the knees are. But there's another joint right here, right above the knee. And it's not the easiest thing, but you want to tilt that. You can see the pin right there, and then there's the joint. And you just kind of straighten the legs out. And then as you do that, they will separate. You can see there's a tab right there and a slot right there. Then straighten the legs up, such as that. Then you want to take and rotate the legs at the knee. There's a ball joint right here at the knee, and you just want to rotate just below the knees around. And I say we go ahead and rotate the dome here so that you can see Spike's face. And then you kind of just want to undo these. They kind of tab in, like that spot right there kind of tabs in on this, but it doesn't do it too well. So I rotate the arms this way. And then this way. Spread the arms out like that. Then at this joint right here, where this mushroom peg is, rotate the arms and then put them straight out. Or you can put them straight out and then rotate, and that might actually be easier. Then take this white part here and rotate it, and then face that whole assembly, this part and this part, face it down, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then that's how his robot mode is supposed to be, or his, you know, non-vehicle mode, I guess you could say. And with it walking like that, that looks just kind of silly to me. And as you can see, there's his hands right there. What I like to do with it is turn it this way and then fold it down at this hinge right here, and to me that looks a little better. And one other thing that you can do for transformation in this mode is flip these arm pieces, not that part, just the white part here, flip those back around, and then their guns, and you can put the blast effects on them again. So now he is helping to defend something. Fighting Decepticons. Or whatever. You know, but I prefer it. I prefer it without the arms out to the side. That just does not look right to me. That actually looks much better. And my friends, that completes the transformation. Let's take a look at the figure in his standing up mode, I guess you could say. Robot suit mode, I suppose. And one thing, you know, one neat little gimmick about this is there's this little slide here on the back that you can go back and forth with, and Spike will look left or right or straight ahead. And he's got his two little gold chesticles there, and then a bit of a paint app there. Most of this is molded in color. I'm assuming this here is paint app. The hands, paint app on the chesticles, and you know, the hair. No, I'm gonna say the face is painted on there. It's probably molded in the color of his hair, and then the skin color paint on top of that. Well, let's talk about his articulation. He can't look up, he can't look down, and as we've already said, he can look right and left and straight ahead, and that's about it. For the arms, you know, shoulders go all the way like this. It's a hinge here, I guess you could say that's the elbow. So, nice range of movement there, and then, you know, this part swivels around, and then this part swivels around. And so it's, you know, got a nice bit of range of motion on the arms. They also can twist up that far, and there I go, bumping the camera again, almost all the way around. So not a full 360. He can't do the full Exorcist. For the legs, he can almost give you the full splits. There is nothing at the waist. Kick forward like a showgirl, and he kicks back like a mule. And then, you know, these are on ball joints here, so you get a little bit of rotation out of it, but not much. The knees being on a ball joint, you get much more rotation there, and get about a 90 degrees at the knee bend. And then, of course, you know, if you do this other bend here, you get quite a bit more, but I don't count that because that's strictly for transformation, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. So, and then nothing at the ankles, of course. This guy, like most of my Transformers, he will be staying in his upright position, not in his alt mode, especially as I don't even want to talk about the alt mode on this thing anymore. Now there we go, my friends, for a look at the figure in his quote-unquote robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a review, the comparisons. And first up, let's bring out his son, Diarrhea Daniel. The accessory piece that came with the 86 Slag figure. As you can see, it's quite a bit smaller, which is fine because this is supposed to be like his Spike's original suit, I guess. But I don't know, it just if you've seen my Slag review, you know my thoughts on this POS. It is not good. Not good. The legs seem to be, at least from the knees down, seem to be about the same. From the hips down, probably about the same length. Arms, nope. And then of course the chest and head is much larger on Spike. Let's get rid of that piece of shit. And then here we have Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. So I think these guys scale up pretty well together. Although the Siege scale works better, I think. A little better. Because he's slightly taller, but not by a whole lot. And then, lastly, here we have the Walmart exclusive Netflix Earthrise Optimus Prime Leader class. And that, my friends, completes a look at the comparisons. For final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Core Class Exo-Suit Spike Witwicky, I had to say, this, I wasn't expecting to be super impressed with this figure because I've always not liked, even in the cartoon, the alt mode is just, it looks silly and dumb. It does not look practical at all. Am I going to put this guy on the display? Yes, of course I'm going to put him in the display. Is he going to stay like this? Yes. He doesn't look quite as silly in this mode. In fact, I will probably put him in the his shooting mode, like this, in my display. So there's that. You know, I like that he will at least do this. So that's probably about the coolest thing about this figure. Transformation, simple as it should be with the core class. Not, I don't want to say not a lot of thought went into the engineering of this figure, but you know they have, you know, the animation model to work with, and that's kind of what they're going off here. Yeah. Is it better than the Diarrhea Daniel that came with Slag? Of course it's better. It does move. It has articulation. It has some paint. And it'll do more than just sit and take a dump on Slag. Which Slag, by the way, does not appreciate. So, a couple of paint apps. I don't really know what else to say about this guy. I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. It's a core class. After reviewing Iguanus last week, which is probably one of the best core class figures that I can remember reviewing. this is quite disappointing. I kind of wish I had reviewed this guy first and then done iguanas, but you know, I guess you review it as it comes in. Well, that does it for the review such as it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed making it. Bottom line is, you know, if you just don't have your hearts, if you have your heart set on having a Spike in an exosuit or a human in the exosuit in your display, then, you know, go for it. I don't think it's going to get much better than this. I was really, I'm just kind of disappointed in it. But, and again, you know, that's the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you make a decision on this guy, one way or the other. Don't just take my word for it, though. There's tons of other reviews out there on it, and some individuals may have liked it better than I did. I'm just, yeah. After Iguanas, this guy's just a big letdown to me. So, but thanks for watching. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews that were better than this one. Or just to help the channel out. That's cool too. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.